If you're looking to buy a house and have been told to reach out to a real estate agent, you're probably wondering who pays the agent. Stay tuned for my explanation on how the arrangements are worked for broker fees, who pays for their service, what are the benefits of using one, and how you can take advantage of the help they offer in helping you find your ideal home, whether it's for primary residence or an investment property. With so many websites online offering information for real estate purchases, you may think you can do it all on your own. But the truth is, real estate agents are still very essential and necessary in the buying purchase. They're likely to be the first person you can reach out to answer your questions about an offer you may want to make or questions about a house that you may want to buy. All agents are licensed by the state, so when you're working in one state, you may have to find another agent that's located in a different state. Now, they all specialize in different areas, but most should be familiar with single families, multifamily, and then on a completely separate category, investment commercial real estate. If you're looking to buy a house for yourself, then you may be working with a buyer's agent. Not to say that the same agent could potentially be working as a listing agent on behalf of the seller. How do agents make money? Agents make money by listing a property for sale. So if I was an agent and was retained to put a property on the market, when they talk about putting the property on the market, they're referring to listing the property on the MLS, or multiple listing services. Back in the days before computers, it was essential that people have ties, and that information was generally shared via newspaper and phone calls. Now with the internet, the multiple listing services is simply a database that allows agents to share information about properties being listed for sale. The agreement generally works with the listing agent signing an agreement with the potential seller, which simply states the seller will pay a fixed commission to the agent if they can find a ready, willing, and able buyer. Basically, a fixed percentage. Back in the days, it used to be 6%, but now, based on higher prices, that percentage can be anywhere from 3 to 5%. Occasionally, you can still see 6 or 7, and it all depends on your market. But in Boston, the average is 4 to 5, even 6%. Again, 4 or 5%. How is the commission split? The listing agent will put the property on MLS and publish a share of the commission. It will usually state, if it's a listing for 5% or 4%, that the listing agent will share 50% of the commission with the agent that brings a buyer. So if it's 4%, it's 2% each. If it's 5%, it can be 2.5%. And then occasionally, if you want to incentivize a buyer to make an offer, some agents will list either a different split. It can be 1-3, 2-3, 3-2. Basically, it's up to the listing agent to determine that. But for the most part, the common share is 50-50. As a buyer, if you're looking to make an offer on a house, it is costing you absolutely nothing to use the services of a real estate agent to help in making the offer, in showing you homes, or answering your questions about the buying process. That agent will usually only show you homes that are listed on the multiple listing services and expects to earn a commission at the time of closing based on the listing agreement. This is the part that gets tricky. Agents will generally not want to show you a home listed for sale by owner because the owner has no written agreement to pay a commission to a buyer's agent. That doesn't mean that they may not be willing to do so if you reach out and reach an agreement, but generally the only way to know that they in fact will get a commission is to have an agreement in writing prior to the closing taking place. Put their home for sale by owner under the impression that they may get a better deal because they're saving on the commission. There's pros and cons, and it all depends on what the market's doing and what the market price of a home is. Obviously, a buyer will never pay more than market price. On the seller side, if you're getting that, then yes, you've accomplished your goal. But on the other hand, putting the property on the MLS or multiple listing services does have the advantage of advertising your property to a wide array of agents throughout the state, and therefore will likely result in you having multiple people being interested in the property and getting multiple offers. That is in fact the reason that some homeowners are able to put a property for sale and get over asking price. In fact, that's a very common occurrence these days because people are looking desperately for a home and there are few listings available for sale. House prices depend on what the availability of homes for sale is and what's the average income in the area for affordability. Again, in metro cities, the house prices tend to be higher because they usually have more affluent individuals available to buy the property.